So I have a custom repair here on this vintage Tanglewood. It's obviously got here, you can see some really ground in dirt and wear on the most used frets. The strings are very old and there are some problems with the pick guard coming up. So I will be doing full service on this today. So starting with getting the strings off. So it was clear when the strings were off that the guitar probably has never been cleaned, and I'm actually thinking it might be the original strings on this guitar. So I don't think this guitar was taken care of. I then proceeded to brush the fretboard just to loosen up any dirt that was ground into the grain, and did a quick clean of the neck and then did a lemon oil treatment. After the lemon oil treatment, I noticed that a few of the frets towards the headstock did have a few dings and chips in the frets. So I decided to do a quick file down, not heavy, just to knock out those imperfections. And then I used some wet sandpaper just to smooth them off. Obviously, as I said before, this guitar was neglected, and after cleaning and lemon oil and even using some wire wool to clean out the frets, I noticed there was still some grounding dirt towards the frets at the headstock. So I used a very sharp knife just to help clean out some of that grounding dirt. I then proceeded to do another clean, did another lemon oil treatment, and you can see the results were actually very good. As the tuners were feeling a little bit stiff, I decided to remove those, give them a clean up and an oil as well. With the tuners removed, it was easier to apply some oil into the machine heads themselves so it seeps inside to the mechanism, and I just used some oil I had to hand, which was 2-stroke oil, but any kind of oil really helps these tuners to function well. Then it was a case of just putting everything back together. I found myself a new pick guard and glued that down, and then started restringing the guitar. In this case, the customer had supplied some D'Addario strings, which personally I don't use, but I will use these in this case. And you'll see me here, I string the guitar, just my personal method of stringing from the inside out, just to keep an even tension on the neck as I do the stringing. And with the strings tuned up, it was a case of just tidying up the headstock with the excess strings there. So I clip them with a slight bend in the string so that I can fold them under, just another personal preference.